We are live. Welcome everyone to a new episode of the Leadership Series. I have with me a delightful and incredible guest, Dr. Annabella Nassetti. We already started the conversation without even hitting live yet, so we are already in excited mode. Welcome,
Dr. Hind, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me to this amazing podcast. I met you only recently and the magic just sparked. And it was absolutely fantastic to meet you and your family. And I'm looking forward to more detailed discussions with you because you are an intriguing and sort of exciting person to be talking to.
the same. This is the same. And it is magic. And do you know that we are meeting on a portal day? It's 999 because it's 2025 is 9. Today is the 9th of September, which is 9. So it's 999. This is such a high peak of energy of abundance, prosperity, and magic. Whatever you launch an intention, you get to really see it grow.
It's all about energy, and when synergies happen, synchronicities or synergies, then they just need to let them go and let them flow, right?
Yes, and I think the very fact that we meet this day, it shows that it's all about energies, and you are all about energies, isn't it?
Of course, I've lived through energy. My business is energies of homes and energies of lives. So
Wow.
our inner self and our outer self, with environment, mind, body, and spirit. So that's with environment, of course. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for a long time.
I love this. This is very important. Let me repeat it because this is so important. You are all about energy inside and energy in the home where people live. So tell me about you as a designer, as an architect, as an award winning. You're so impressive, and I'm really truly impressed by you. Just can you summarize what is your job and what do you do today?
Well, I am a product designer and interior architect, and I've been running a business in London that does design, project management, and construction. We've been transforming houses for the elite clients in London for, as I said, 25 years, delivering projects on time, on budget, and beyond clients' expectations. And what's different about me is that I go at a deeper level. I now incorporate RTT, rapid transformational therapy, and coaching, and I align our inner world with our outer world, mind, body, and spirit, and our environment. Everything is connected. You cannot, separate and look at different things. So it all comes together, and that's what I am now doing. Recently, I've just became a certified RTT therapist, which is a hypnosis.
Congratulations! That's incredible.
And that completes the circle in guiding people to thrive in their lives, thrive with homes and thrive with their lives, of course. So that's what I do.
I love this, and it's so connected. Is it something that you understood early on as an architect, or is it through the years and through time that you came to realize this connection?
Well, I went through two. This might seem quite heavy to you, but I'm gonna be honest with you so that we get the right message out there. Yeah, I went through two awakenings in my life.
Sure.
The first one when I was 19, and I woke up from a very serious tragedy, and I went from studying business to studying product design, which is literally the passion of my life. It opened my world, and it gave me my first rebirth. Yeah.
Yes.
Then,
it's like when you are at the edge of losing your life and losing it all. That's where you're like, oh, wake up. It's like, let me focus on me.
Yes, I literally had woken up from a serious accident, and I was more on the other side than this side. And when I got up, life just changed. And that's my first awakening. But that caused 25 years of coping mode, which I totally knew I was in, but I didn't really know. You know, but you don't know. And then 7 years ago, it hit me, and I went into depression, and my coping mode stopped. And I totally went, below the ground, and I had to get up again. This time more psychologically, emotionally. The first time was also physical. This was mostly emotional and psychological. And I came across. I went on a journey of holistic recovery on my own, because I didn't want to take medicines. And
Yeah.
I came across Marisa Peer, who's now my
Marisa.
teacher.
Yeah. Okay.
And I found that RTT is an exceptional form of therapy. And I said, my God, this is working, after many years of trying other things. And so I said, I'm going to promise myself that sooner or later I will become an RTT therapist. And December 2024, I got certified therapist. Yeah.
Incredible. That's incredible. So every awakening add some new layer to your understanding and to your expertise.
I hope I don't get another one, to be honest, but I think it's enough for now.
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
make
enough. It is enough. Yes, it is
totally.
enough. Yeah,
So
because we
now
usually
this
get to do one rebirth in our lives. Like really, that's what we do. Usually, life hits us, and you got to recreate yourself.
yes.
And it's often comes with some wisdom, because that's where you bring the wisdom to bring something new to yourself. Yeah. And is
Yes.
at this time where you started mixing between the interior and the inner energy?
Yes, that's through my own recovery. I came across some methods that I said, my God, this is absolutely incredible. I'm against medicine, so I Western medicine. So I'm very connected to my body. I do a lot of acupuncture, and I'm very much into my sort of subconscious, wiring that we have in our body, in our system.
Mm.
And I came across some methods that were amazing, and I said, when you're trying to link the two, and say, I know there's a link, and literally not too long ago, a few months ago, I connected the two, and
Wow,
this is
amazing.
where it's coming together. Yeah.
It's everything like full circle. It suddenly makes sense.
Yes, and what I like about it, it's very holistic. It's
Yeah.
natural because our bodies, our systems are so perfect, and nature is the best example of any design you can think, right?
Mhm.
And we're here looking at solutions everywhere else. Our solutions are inside us,
Yeah.
and I'm the witness of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel comfortable talking about it and promoting it,
Yes.
bringing together something which is quite new.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's going to be quite sort of stunning as a project very soon.
Oh, amazing. Congratulations. This is all good stuff. It's all good stuff. And I think, I often say that, success is not about just doing things and, like learning the material. And, you are in a very male dominated environment, isn't it, with construction and everything. But when you add another dimension, that's maybe where you find the alignment, where you find yourself. And you're like, that looks like me.
I think, we are born to, we all have a gift. We have a duty to find what the gift is. This is where connection meditation helps. And when you find it, you have to do something with it. And
Mm.
I am a person of service. I've been designing building for clients for 25 years, like I was the client, because
Uh-huh.
I protect them. I give them one contract, and with one person, they do the whole package. So for them,
Yeah.
there's no risk free. Yeah, I take risks. That's what I do. Some went well, some less well, but I'm still here. So 99% went well. So I
I'm
cannot.
sure this is like you just wanted to play down, don't playing
Yeah,
it.
but then so I did that for construction and design, and now this organic sort of development that made me into a therapist. I call it a recalibrator more than therapist, because some people get scared about the word therapy, but
With the word therapy,
essentially
yeah.
it is a therapy.
Yeah.
And I hold their hands, making sure that who's in front of me really gets the opportunity to thrive in life, because
Yes.
we are controlled by what's happening in our lives, which is hitting our conscious mind, the
Yeah.
chaos,
Yes.
and it affects all of us.
It
And
does.
that is where I'm creating a block, where I'm saying keep those out, like making people understand what the root cause of the blockages that we have inside come from.
Mm. And they often comes from things that are outside. It's like circumstances. And when we depend too much on them and they change or they become too complicated or too chaotic, we feel lost if we haven't connected with our inner force. And it's like
So
the inner force, yeah.
this is why I wrote my
Welcome
book,
to your book. I
Find
know.
Your Heart.
I love it.
Because when you find your heart, you
Uh-huh.
find yourself.
Can you
right?
show it again so that we can read really the title, please? And Find Your Heart, Foundation of Life, Building Dreams, Transforming Lives. I love it. And the cover is incredible.
Well,
Wow.
it needs to stand out. It's about light, it's about reinvention, it's about rebirth, it's about, you live once and you need to make sure that you make the best of it
You make the
within your powers,
amen to that. Yes, you live once and you want to make the best of it. So true. When did you
Yeah.
write this book?
I wrote it over Christmas and it was published in beginning of May.
And so it's all new. And I know it's a bestseller. Congratulations.
It is,
That's
yes.
incredible. I'm so proud of you. So what made you write the book? Is it about your journey? Is it about telling people what light is? What is it?
So, when you have a career for 25 years and you are good at what you do in designing and building, and this was purely the purpose that came to me. I didn't know this was coming. I said, I need to write this book. Nobody knew, Annabella designer, what was going on in my life.
That's
and I
true.
said, how am I gonna one day turn up and say I'm now a therapist? They're gonna
That's right. You're like, you gotta give us a transition, It's like, how do you jump from one to another? Yeah.
So I said, Annabella, write the book, tell your story, and this
Yes.
is 100% true. Everything in this book, and it's also, it's all my whole life, and
Oh,
it
wow.
explains why I've extended into therapy. I haven't changed or left my career. I do both.
Yes.
So it explains why I did it. And so now when people want to work with me as a therapist, I say, before you work with me,
Read my book.
and then it saves me from doing a lot of talking,
Excellent. Yeah. And if you say your story, that's fascinating. Did you share everything, like the different journey, how the first awakening, what happened to you at your youth and everything?
Yeah, from the environment where I was born, from my family, how I
In
was
Italy, isn't
shaped.
it? You were born in Italy. Where were you born? In Italy? You grew up in Italy?
Milan.
In Milan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I grew up between Milan and Switzerland.
Uh-huh.
And then I went back to Milan to study design, and then I came to London. And now I've been here 30 years. So
Wow.
that's my journey.
It's incredible, and congratulations, because you chose a field that is very hard to distinguish yourself in, and it takes so much work to be able to do that. So I salute you, Annabella, for real. And I am so happy you get to write this in a book, because a lot of young women and young girls are aspiring to, like, I want to do this, and I want to be a designer, I want to be an architect, just like if it is one just more thing you do, but they don't realize the dedication and the work you need to put in that. Yeah.
But you need to, whatever you do, there's no easy route in life. You need to work very, very, very hard. And if you're lucky, this is what I'm trying to promote, to connect with your heart, because once you connect with your heart, you're gonna do what you've been gifted at birth, right? And if you're lucky enough to find that, like I did, then you do work it in your life.
Then you're having fun. Then you're having fun.
Yeah. And this is what everyone deserves, because that's what we really owe ourselves.
That is so true. It's like when you do something you love, you enjoy it. You don't even want to take a break from it. It's like we've changed the paradigm around, I want to retire. When I retire, I'll go to this, I'll go to that. It's like you integrate that part in your life today.
You have to play wherever you are in life, we grow, we change, we evolve. You cannot be doing the same thing all your life. I mean, I think that's a bit of a waste. And it's good to incorporate other things. Maybe not change completely, of course, but just integrate, and bring some things in to make your life richer, and the people you live with, your environment and your surroundings and your friends and family and clients, a better relationship, and that's what life is about.
And this gets created once you align with your inner self. You somehow attract all these around you. Better friendship, better friends, better clients, better everything.
And by being who you are, you attract like you, So that's how it happens. It's energy, right?
So let's go back to your work as a constructor, as an architect. How is it to be in those fields? You know, I'm an engineer. So in the beginning of my career, I was fascinated by big construction industries and all of that. Where was that in your career? How did you approach it? How do you look at it today, looking back?
I, as a product designer, anything you see around yourself, design, and they're literally from small things to the biggest, right?
Yeah.
So I design from the detail up, and this is why the houses I do are very bespoke for clients who want the best, right?
I like that.
Clients who want everything for them, bespoke, and that as a product designer, that's what my gift is. But of course, when you rely on other people, like main contractors, and they are not so reliable, and 90% of them are not reliable, you lose your face, your reputation, you lose money, you lose your career, right? So from one day to the next, I was 30, and I said, actually 32, I said, I will become the main contractor. I either change career completely, and I become
So you became the constructor. That's incredible.
From one day to the next, I said, tomorrow, you're fired, and these people, the ones I choose, if they want to, work for me.
I love that. That's a bold move. It takes a lot of courage.
It was the best move I've ever done, really. And since then, there's not been one project one day late or one day above the agreed budget, the agreed price, and to the client's, of course, expectations, if not more. I always try to deliver more. That's my nature. So that's what I try to do.
Because you bring excellence. And when you give excellence, you give the best of you. You give your heart in whatever you do. And I think you are the embodiment of what we call excellence in leadership. Because not only you lead, because you take action and you take on this position, because you really do, but you do it with your heart. And this is what excellence is.
But, you know, when you look at a building site, and we do big developments, including excavations, conversions, of course, period buildings, not new buildings. So you're dealing with things that are, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years old, and you need to, it's like working on a piece of jewelry. They're so valuable, you know, and you need to work in a very, very careful way in terms of from the engineering. Well, the engineer, you know better than me, right? How you temporarily support a house before you take anything down.
That's right.
Safety, and then of course the design aspect of it, which is the kitting out of the house, of the property, allows to maximize the use of space and make sure that clients get the house of their dreams. You know, it needs to be, it's their baby, and they need to thrive in it. And so I love the building sites.
So you need to make sure that it's safe. So you have that solid construction that nobody sees and all those numbers and making sure. You need to make sure that, you know, it's like risk nothing, and you make sure that it's beautiful and they love it. So it's like you have so many things to cover. That's incredible.
You need to be very careful and work with very good people. That's, you know, the people you select are half the battle. You know, you of course need to be on top of them, and the suppliers you use, you know, we've been delivered, for example, I'm just gonna say this, not gonna say any names, but I had just you as an engineer will understand. I'm supporting a 5-story house on a pillar that's sitting on a concrete pit, a reinforced concrete pit. And the concrete they delivered to me was C4 instead of C35. It was not concrete. It means it would have no structural integrity, and the house was at risk of collapsing. On a Friday afternoon, 5 p.m. when I just arrived in the countryside. I'm like, so drive back.
What do you do?
I called the engineer immediately, drove back, and we re-propped the house, just re-put the propping to make sure that the house was staying, you know, still not collapsing, you know. So I was there on Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, with everyone back in to change the house.
Wow, what a big responsibility. Huge. It's like you can't even sleep. You're like, it gotta be all perfect, because then you have people living in it.
Yeah, but that's you know, this is where you get people of a certain level that take responsibility, don't give responsibility away. That's the only way to keep track of progress of a good, otherwise things don't go as they should.
And you have to have processes that are so clear and so respected.
Oh, we're working with engineers, and we're respecting, of course, all the timings that you need for the concrete to dry, for the supports to stay up. It's like it's another story. I mean, the engineering part of it, but it's fascinating. I love it.
But it's fascinating. I can see that you love it, because it's just fascinating the way you speak about it. And so, would you love to design big things, or when it's small? And what is it like?
Again, as a product designer, I like to maximize the use of space, so I go crazy with designing details.
Oh, really?
Things that have three functions, things that you see it one way, it does one thing, you turn around, it does something else, and but that's the design head in me that likes to create things that do more, and that's the whole point of product design for me.
Yeah, and I love this, and I know that you have a voice, international voice, as you are the global chair of G100 Million Women Club, as the for design and architecture and better lives. Can you tell us more about the role, how you see it, and why you take on such an incredible, beautiful mission?
Well, a few years ago, Dr. Habinara contacted me. She's an amazing woman. She's been helping hundreds of thousands of women in India by giving them opportunities. And she contacted me on a Sunday, and I'm like, that's strange. Anyway, I read this message on LinkedIn, and I'm like, sounds too good to be true. I'm going to say, let's speak. So we spoke, and said, I want to be the global chair of my design and lifestyle wing of my G100 Mission Million Project. She tells me what it is about, is to give opportunities for women, for gender equality, and I said, well, I'll give it a go. I can't promise if I'm going to succeed, but I'm going to give it a go. So I put our whole concept together, and I need to choose, my mandate is to choose 100 country chairs.
Yeah.
And for them, I need to choose local, regional designers, like design, architects, engineers. And through contacts that I have in business over the years, I give them opportunities in designing something, and it's going to be, an award, and whoever wins the award gets the commission and the royalties for the project. So in my little, I'm giving opportunities to women in the design and construction industry, which is a purely male-dominated industry. That's why I took the project on. It's an exciting project. So if you know anyone that would like to become my country chair worldwide, I need designers, architects, engineers, digital engineers, call me.
That's amazing. We're going to repeat that so that everyone who's watching us, and I want to congratulate Nibras, who's just been nominated as a country chair for Morocco. I think she's watching us here, and she was saying hello, and we congratulate her. It's incredible, and I congratulate you, because that's a beautiful addition to your incredible network. And I'm calling to everyone who's watching us, who's listening to fascinating conversation and the incredible journey that you have, Dr. Annabella, the book, you coming back to this holistic approach of life, and the alignment with your heart is just incredible. So whoever, just reach out, and we will leave your connection so that they will meet you. I am a G100 global chair for entrepreneurship myself, and you will be inside the book, and I'm so excited with your incredible journey as an entrepreneur, because you're an entrepreneur many times, not just once. Entrepreneurs in your way of being, in your way of thinking. Oh, Nibras is thanking you. She's with us. And also other ladies that are watching us. So this is incredible. And I think what's nice is that it is time to use our voice to give back. If it's giving back just by sharing a story, this is incredible. If it's giving back just by giving hope to someone that it's okay to, if life throws you to another way and brings you back, you can recreate yourself again and again and again.
You come back stronger, you come back with more wisdom, you come back another person. And that is what we all can do. This is why I wrote the book, and this is why I help women, and I will help women more when I can, business-wise, to give them the freedom, to feel, like, let yourself go and go creative properly. Don't feel all these blockages that we have that completely mess you up. feel free. That's because that's what we deserve: freedom,
I love
and with respect, and integrity, and support for others. We can create beautiful things. So this is what the project is
and
about.
And it's true because maybe when you speak about frequencies and energetics, it feels like once you have created this circle of connections and community, whenever one person elevates, we get to trigger the other and gets elevated as well. And I think the way of understanding that and projecting this will help you grow even more as a person. So more you give, more you grow. And if only we get to understand that more, we will make a difference in the whole world.
This is what we should aim to do with G100, and we'll work together on this. And
Yeah.
I know that it can be done because the potential is massive out there. And these women are just sitting, doing what, and they just don't have the courage, right?
Mm.
And this is what I come up with a new program that's coming out soon, which is an online program, which is a mindset reframing, resetting for women midlife, the ones that feel a bit lost, like, oh my
Mhm.
God, lack of confidence, the kids are grown up and all of this, and they feel lost in the second half of their life, the best part of their life, and they feel lost. And I'm like, hold on, cannot
Let's
work,
do
right?
stop. Let's take a break here and let's
Yeah.
reset. I love that. Yeah.
And since I became a therapist,
Yeah.
I've done several, like 10 or 12 sessions, and I have to say that 10 out of 10 worked, right?
Yeah.
So, it's very powerful, and it's a holistic, drug-free method, and come on, what are we doing, all
And it's
this.
not even luxury anymore. It's like everyone come and get yourself into understanding things that you would have never learned at the university and school. No one tells us that your brain, you gotta be intentional about it and reprogram it and change your mindset.
The basics of RTT are the pictures you put in your head and the thoughts you put in your head, have an impact on your emotions on your behavior on your mindset, on your state of being. And it continues like this. So the quality of your thoughts, right? If you tell yourself negative talk because you feel inappropriate or insufficient or incapable, which is not true, then everything is like goes downhill, right?
Yeah.
Including, this is where I link it with the environment and interiors. Your environment, direct environment, your home has an impact on your thoughts.
Mhm.
From your senses to your thoughts, right? And then from your thoughts to your emotions to your behavior to your state of mind. And this is how it goes. So this is why everything I say is connected. And I had the luck, and whatever you call it, to have to put myself through this by things that happen in my life.
Mm.
And through my own experience, I'm saying this. I haven't read it, I haven't studied it. I'm talking from sensations, from emotions, from what I felt. This is why people pick up on it, and it's very powerful. So,
Yeah.
empower women but also men. I don't want to discriminate.
We don't want to be excluding anyone.
No,
Exactly.
exactly.
That's
There's
true.
some very nice men out there, and I don't want, very nice people. And of course, if you can help, it's just help anyone around you, because it's about community, it's about support, and it's about karma.
It's karma. Yes. I love this. So this is a leadership series, and I always ask my guests about their own understanding of leadership. What does it mean to you, leadership?
For me, leadership is be the example, be the person you would want to be, and put yourself out there in the game and prove that you can do it. Set the example and open the highway for the other millions that deserve to see it, and then they see you as an example, and then they see the light, and off they go. And this is what we all should be aiming to, for my clients with homes and my clients with their lives. It's about transformation and giving people the light. When you see the light, it's like an awakening, right?
Mm-hmm.
However severe you want it to be, hopefully light. Just take it and go and follow your heart as a guide, as your spirit level, as your compass, and that will take you where you need to go.
Yes, I love this. It's beautiful. So it's like it's heart-centered way of leading your own self.
Yeah.
I love it. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. This was such a delight. We can stay and talk so much about your fascinating career, but we'll certainly bring you back in another guest, and you will be right in your chapter. So everybody, you can expect an incredible uh, read inside the G100 entrepreneurship book that is coming out soon. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being my guest. Thank you everyone for watching us. And if you want to connect with Dr. Annabella, I have dropped the link for LinkedIn. And if you want to get her book, it's on Amazon. Can we find it on
Yeah, Amazon, find your heart.
Find your heart. We can't forget about the name. Find your heart. We're all looking for our hearts continuously. So let's go all find your heart and read it.
Go for that. It
Thank
will
you.
help. I can guarantee it's gonna help you. Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Stay with
Thank
me.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.